What I've been using for this evening is the prayers and the readings for this evening from the Northumbria community. So that's who we're praying with. So there are 3 very short readings and a reflection, which is all going to be appearing on the screen. And towards the end, then there'll be a time for us to pray for whoever we want to pray for. So it'll be time for you all to be able to speak and pray those prayers that you want to pray before we actually come to the end of the time of prayer. So it's going to be quite straightforward, and as the email said, quiet and reflective. So just hopefully be a prayerful time with no music and not too much fuss. So I'm going to share screen now, hopefully.
Would you like me to mute everybody, and then you can unmute yourself? Yeah,
if you want to unmute yourself, Swen. Oh, where am I going?
Well, we can stay unmuted if you. I mean, I would mute myself anyway, but.
Well, there are responses, so if you leave everybody unmuted, that would be easier. And so the words that I will read will be in the white type, and our responses are in the yellow type. So let's just spend a few moments in silence before we begin. My soul waits for the Lord, more than those who watch for the morning.
More than those who watch
for the morning. Out of the depths I cry to you.
Lord, hear my voice.
With my whole heart, I want to praise you.
Lord, hear my voice.
If you, Lord, should mark my iniquities, who could stand?
Who
could stand? I will wait for the Lord.
My soul
waits,
and in his
word
I
hope. Lord, you have always given bread for the coming day.
And
though I am poor today, I believe.
Lord, you have always given strength for the coming day.
And though I am weak today,
I believe.
Lord, you have always given peace for the coming day.
And though of anxious heart, today I believe.
Lord, you have always kept me safe in trials.
And now,
tired as I am, today I believe as I am.
Lord, you have always marked the road for the coming day.
And though it
may be hidden,
today
I believe.
Lord, You have always lightened this darkness of mine.
And though the
Though
night
the
is
night is
here,
here,
today
today I believe.
Lord, you have always spoken when the time was ripe.
and though you
Though you
silent now,
silent now,
today
today I
believe.
believe.
So we hear our three short scripture readings for this day in September. The Lord has done great things for us, and we rejoiced. May those who sow in tears reap with shouts of joy. Those who go out weeping, bearing the seed for sowing, shall come home with shouts of joy, carrying their sheaves. And so we'll just pause for a moment and just reflect on those words, taking what they mean for each one of us, both for this day which is past and the day which is yet to come. So hear the words from Ecclesiastes set for today. For everything there is a season, and a time for every matter under heaven, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up what is planted. And again, we pause for reflection. Our third reading is from 1 Corinthians. Paul says, I planted, Apollos watered, but God gave the growth. So neither the one who plants nor the one who waters is anything, but only God who gives the growth. The one who plants and the one who waters have a common purpose, and each will receive wages according to the labor of each. And so whilst we reflect on those readings, we hear today's meditation prepared by Stephen Lawhead. Our lives are long enough to learn what we need to learn, but not long enough to change anything. That is our flaw. Each age must learn everything afresh. Such waste. Such waste, making all the mistakes once again. And each generation making the same mistakes, fumbling in ignorance and darkness. This oak was already old when I was born. And now I am old and soon to die. And this tree grows strong still. We are small creatures. Our lives are not long, but long enough to learn. I must admit, with the readings and also Stephen Lawhead's meditation, it did cause me to think on those things which are recent in terms of all that's happened around Afghanistan. It seems that we still fail to learn the stories of the past and learn from them, and repeat similar mistakes, if not exactly the same ones. And with all that's been happening closer to home, with the shortage of petrol, and whatever memories we may hold that either we have experienced or our parents will have told us they experienced around war and rationing, we still struggle with what it means properly to share, so that each has enough. And so each generation continues to relearn old stories. But hopefully each generation will pass on its learning to our children, both of how we live in the world and how we encounter the living God, who is older than any oak and still grows strong. And so we come to our prayer time, in which I invite you all now, just as you are led, to pray for those who you know need prayer. If you are confident to speak those names and speak those prayers out loud. But if not, then we'll use the silence of these moments as well to pray for those who need our prayers most, whether those known to us or those from far-flung places across this globe, who we may not know, but still care about, as so many other things have crossed our minds. So we gather up all of our spoken prayers and those unspoken, as we pray together the prayer that Jesus taught his disciples when we pray, Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. In the shadow of your wings,
I will
I will sing your praises, O Lord. The Lord is my light, my salvation.
Whom
Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the refuge of my life.
Of
Of
whom
whom shall I be afraid? In the shadow of your wings,
I
will
will
sing your praises, O Lord. One thing I ask of the Lord, one thing I seek, to dwell in the presence of my God,
to
to
gaze
gaze
on your
on
holy
your holy place. In the shadow of your wings,
I will
I will sing your praises,
O
Lord. I believe I shall see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living.
Wait for the Lord. Have courage
and wait.
Wait for the Lord.
In the shadow of your wings, I will sing your praises, O Lord. See that you shall be at peace among yourselves, my children, and love one another. Follow the example of the wise and good, and God will comfort you and help you, both in this world and the world which is to come. In the name of the Father,
And of
of
the
the
Son,
Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.